Breaking news tonight. New York City's Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted on federal charges. ABC senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky joins us now. And Aaron, this indictment seems to have been in the works for a very long time.
At least 10 months, Byron. Federal prosecutors and the FBI took the dramatic step last November of seizing the mayor's phones. And ever since, his administration has been under this cloud. The mayor, in a statement tonight, says, "I always knew that if I stood my ground for New Yorkers, that I would be a target, and a target I became. If I am charged, I am innocent, and I will fight this with every ounce of my strength and spirit." A real show of defiance from Mayor Eric Adams, even as he is now facing this criminal indictment, although it remains sealed, so we don't know the exact charges.
Is he guilty? Yeah, I think so. It's just my opinion. But what makes his criminal indictment charges different from any other Democrat that is doing the exact same thing to cheat and win their elections? Welcome back to Mike Rock Uncensored. If you are enjoying the content, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like, subscribe, and follow button so that you can receive all the latest updates as soon as I can make them available to you. When we look at the Mayor Adams situation, we know bribery and underhanded tactics that have been used to raise money, to cheat the elections, and to support their campaigns. We already knew that existed. At least a lot of us did. So what makes this guy, why is he so different that the federal government, the same federal government that is doing everything they can to keep Trump from winning office, why all of a sudden are they going after one of their own, a Democrat? You could say that it's because he's guilty of the crimes that he's committed, or you could say that he's guilty of a crime that he committed against them. Here, I'm gonna let you just hear it for yourself.
New at 11 now, Mayor Adams more passionate than we've seen about the asylum seeker crisis. As more buses arrived at Port Authority today, the mayor says the city is severely impacted by the influx of migrants. Speaking at a town hall meeting tonight on the Upper West Side, the mayor said that he doesn't see an end to this problem as the city is not getting enough support from the federal government.
This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month. Now we're getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City.
The mayor says the city currently supporting 110,000 asylum seekers that have arrived in the 5 boroughs since April of 2022.
So let's be real. Do you think it's because of the money he supposedly stole for his campaigns? Or is it possible that he went against the grain, that things got so bad in his country that he could no longer support what the Democrats were doing in order so that he can stand up for his own people right there in New York City? Now, I'm not a Mayor Adams fan. He's a diehard Democrat, and I think at least up until this point, he was a part of that whole elite system that doesn't care about the people, that cares about their own positions in power. I do believe that. However, the reason why we're covering this story is because I am trying to get people to see. You may think that you're fighting on the right side. You may see the problems associated with calling Trump a communist or an extremist, or just associating him with painting this picture that he's Hitler and not caring whether or not he gets assassinated or not. But what happens when you decide to not agree with a particular thing? You don't agree with something that is impacting and affecting you as a normal human being. They will do this to their own. So what do you think that they will do to you? And that's the reason why we have to vote in the right direction. Call it the lesser of two evils if you want. I don't care what you call it. But the Trump campaign, the Trump administration is way better for this country right now than anything that's going on the Democratic side. Now, just to kind of prove my point, and we'll close with this. Now, again, they are sitting up here saying that, if you don't already know, the criminal indictments that they've unsealed the documents, and basically they're accusing him of wire fraud and accepting illegal donations from foreign dignitaries or whatever on to support his campaign in exchange for favors and all of this other kind of stuff. That's what they're charging him with. But I'm about to close with a it's not a documentary. It's a short video from James O'Keefe, who has been doing an investigation on a company called ActBlue. And if you don't know who ActBlue is or what ActBlue is, they are the company that is sponsoring a lot of the campaign contributions that go to people like Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and any other Democrat that supports their narrative. It's called ActBlue. So I'll set this up. ActBlue just got caught laundering money. And this is allegedly, there's nothing been proven, but there's documents to support these allegations that ActBlue has been laundering millions, if not billions of dollars through their ActBlue campaign system and citing, because of the rules and the policies and stuff involved, they've been putting names on the ballot that don't really exist because one person can only donate a certain amount in any given time. So they've been using people's names that don't exist or they do exist, but they didn't make those contributions. So if they didn't make those contributions, where is the money coming from? I'm only going to show you a short version of this clip, and you can go on there, follow James O'Keefe on X, and you can get more information on the investigations that they've done. It's astounding. And again, as we close with this, just keep in mind, knowing that this exists, why would they choose to go after one of their Democratic opponents and not all of them when they know that it's happening? It's called bribery of their own. If you don't follow the rules, if you don't comply, we've got some stuff on you. We're the ones that gave it to you, but now we're going to turn around and we're going to use it against you.
Do you work for ActBlue? Are you with ActBlue? Sir, do you work for ActBlue? We've uncovered thousands of contributions. We talked to people in Maryland who told us that they didn't make those donations. Yet your website, ActBlue, listed as the pass-through for this money. Do you work for ActBlue? Why do you guys want to keep this a secret, what you're doing? Are you with ActBlue?
When they saw my OMG press badge, they immediately asked me to leave the premises and threatened to have me arrested for trespassing.
I have the right to trespass anyone they want in Massachusetts.
And I have a right to be here. What? What beats Madison police station? What's that? What beats Madison police station? Okay, we're just asking questions. Okay, they don't want you guys on the phone. You're just trying to help police. You're trying to help me by flying the Boston police officer.
These people are so guilty right now, they can't even speak on it anymore. They're just calling the cops on you and letting them deal with the situation because they can't make a comment. Everything they say out of their mouth is going to be tested against facts, and the truth comes out. So the best thing that they can do is exactly what Kamala Harris is doing. Absolutely nothing. Let's not talk about it. Let's put people in jail. And that's exactly what they're doing to Mayor Adams right now. You got a Democrat that decided to stand up and say enough is enough. This is hurting my city. I can't live. I can't be in compliance anymore as much as you want me to. I can't do it. So the Democrats said, you know what? If you can't comply, you got to go. And they don't just tell you to get out. They put you in prison. Anyways, man, I'm Mike Rock, man. I will see you guys again in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.